in a very auspicious time. So I want to share Baba's one miracle that just happened. Obviously, you know the miracle about the Zoom, you know miracle about today, how the time changed, and he's giving us this gold. He's actually donating this gold through the satsang. Now, on Thursday, Baba, what happened was, it was Thursday. So he woke me up at 5:30 a.m. and asked me to look for meaning of Sai. He asked me, he said, look for what is the Sai meaning. I said, okay, Baba. So I started looking and I found Sai means a true friend. And in another form, if Satya Sai Baba has explained it very nicely, Sa means divine, E means form. So Satya Sai Baba said divine form is what Baba is. And so I asked Baba, you are with everyone, you're with me, you're with everybody. Why should I look for it? Why can't you tell me? So this is what so what happened was, then I asked him, I said, okay, Baba, can you tell me? And I mean, if you're here, please guide. Because I was asking him on Thursday that what do you want us to focus on the satsang, our Yos Dwarka Maori Satsang. So Baba said, so finally, first, look how he's putting each pieces together. First, he gave us the name of the satsang, Sai Dwarka Maori Satsang. Now he asked me to look for what is the meaning of Sai. Who is Sai? So at 6:48 a.m. Was it 6:40? Yes, at 6:48 a.m. I started writing this. Bear with me. This is some in Hindi, some in Urdu. Trust me, I'm Gujarati. I don't know a lot, but I'm going to go ahead. So I have recorded myself at that time when Baba was giving me the message. I recorded myself, and I'm just going to play the recording. I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm just going to play the recording, and we'll discuss on this. And we'll see, how, and through this, just only what Baba shared with us, we're going to know, everybody will notice. I will not even have to tell anyone. Everybody will notice that how Sai has decided for this satsang, for himself, and what he wants to share. So I will, through this, instrument, through Mittal as an instrument. So here we go. This is Baba's message for everyone. This is, okay. Tell me if you can listen. If you can't, just say, somebody will tell me, huh? I'm not really good at Zoom, so please. Okay? I'm going to start.
ओम साईनाथाय नमामि। तू भूखे को अन्न दे, तेरा होगा भला बंदे। शिरडी के साईं का ये वचन है, ना रहेगा कभी तू कंगाल, भरूंगा मैं तेरे भंडार। ओ प्यारे नेक दिल सुन ले, तेरी रहमतों से गुन गाए गोविंद तेरे, तो है सरताज बजाए गोविंद मेरे। आ संगत में बैठ मेरी, तेरी मर्जी से जो चाहोगे वो पाओगे। अरे ना मैं पैगंबरा, ना मैं वो इशू, ना ही वो मुरली वाला पिलाया रसरास जिसने। हूं परछाई इन सब की मैं, क्या ढूंढे तू, नर नारायण मुझ में है तू। अंत है न अनंत है, जहां देखो वहां बस एक संत है। समुद्र भक्ति का मैं, अनजानी मेरी तू बूंद है। तुझसे ही तेरी पहचान कराने आया हूं, बंदगी उस मालिक की मेरे दिल में तेरे घर करने आया हूं।
Okay, so I'm going to unmute everybody. Okay. So how do I unmute everybody? ठीक है. So I want to know how many participants can understand Hindi.
Yeah, I can understand.
Okay, good.
I can understand.
Okay,
I can understand too.
very good.
I can understand. I
Yes,
can
I
understand.
can understand too.
I'm not
I
understand, ma'am.
Okay. All right, no worry. That's the reason I am asking, because we wanna make sure. So you know the beauty of Baba, you know what he really likes. So first I was, as I told you, this is at 6:48 a.m. This is what happened at 6:48 a.m. Now, before that, I was working. I was as I said, I was asking Baba to guide for guidance. I said, Baba, please guide and say, you know, what you wanna us to discuss on this. So I said, okay, we're gonna discuss on, first of all, Baba said the meaning of sign. So we said, you know, obviously, as I shared with you. But and then this is how it happened. That, you know, how this happened was this how it happened was everyone were at so I said, okay, we're going to talk about the Baba, and then we're going to talk about what Baba really likes. So the, you know, I from the first sabd, tu bhukhe ko anna de, tera hoga bhala bande. He loves charity. He loves when we donate food, when we feed someone. That is his plain message is humanity. He says, you know, he doesn't care about religious rites. He doesn't care about all the paraphernalia. He doesn't care about any of those. He doesn't care even if you, you know, if you chant his name, you don't chant his name. But if you feed someone, you're doing a very, you know why? Because when we feed someone, we are you know, that person becomes like, you know, he or she, whoever we're feeding, they're satisfied. So everybody has Sai Tattva in them. Everyone, you call it Siv Tattva, we call it Vishnu Tattva, we call it Sai Tattva, we call it Ishu Tattva, we call it Allah Tattva, whatever name you want to call, whatever name we put it, it is only one Tattva with the different names. It's like this. One time I asked Baba, and this is, I want to say, in about a year ago or so. I was reading Gnaneshwari. And in the Gnaneshwari, Baba said, or I asked Baba, how come Baba, Arjun was the only one who was able to understand you? And why? I mean, you know, you could have easily, I mean, why Duryodhan didn't understand? Why, you know, there was Dronacharya, there was so many other people who were enlightened people, if you would, but nobody understands you. Nobody understood your message. Why? So Baba gave me an example, and he said, he gave an example from Gnaneshwari itself. So I didn't understand the first. I will explain what Baba said in the Gnaneshwari, but I will tell you what example he gave me. He gave me an example of rain. He says rain does not discriminate. Water does not discriminate. It flows, and it, you know, when it pours on everyone equally. It does not see that this person is sinner, so I should not go to their home, or I should not, you know, give the water to this person. Same thing with earth. So he said that the water actually, or the rain, does not discriminate and pours equally everywhere. But somewhere you see white flowers, somewhere you'll see green flowers, somewhere you see pink flowers, somewhere you see red flowers, and somewhere you'll see black flowers too. I said, yes, that is true. And he explained, the reason behind this is, he said, it is their sanskar. Whatever the seed is, that's the way it's going to be. So it says that it is the sanskar of the person. So now sanskar is nothing but the habits we have created. So what happens? How does sanskar actually comes into a picture? We'll talk about that. Sanskar actually is nothing but habits, as I told you, a repeated habits. Now, according to science, and according to many psychology as well, if a person for 21 days without a break creates a habit, that habit becomes his or her personality. So let's say after 21 days, you know, you're chanting every single day you're chanting, and you have chanted 21 days, and on the 22nd days you are automatically your mindset, it becomes your mindset, you want to go ahead and chant. So sanskar is a very important thing. That is the reason we tell to our kids that, you know, why in our Hindu dharam or any other dharam is, I'm mostly aware of our Hindu dharam, so I'm going to talk about that it says that why do we tell our kids to watch Ramayan? Why do we tell them to, you know, say, do namaskar to our elderlies? Because that becomes their sanskar. So this sanskar is carried to our next birth. So when the next birth comes, if we have not paid for the sanskar, let's say, you know, we did a lot of punya karma, a lot of good deeds, but because, you know, the time was up, we die, and the next janam, because of that punya, it's like it's a baggage. Believe it or not, punya is also a baggage, just like pap is. You need to fulfill that. You need to empty your baggage. You need to, how do you say this? You would need to really
be
eat
neutral.
that. Hanji, exactly. You
Be
need
neutral.
huh?
Yeah, like you need to have neither carry the baggage nor have something pending. So you have to be in balance.
There you go. Thank you. So yes, see, so this is the main reason. Now, so I asked Baba, as I was telling you, that um, okay, yes, I was asking Baba that, okay, Baba, so Baba said it is the sanskar. Arjun was able to understand him because Arjun was with, you know, Arjun had that sanskar. Arjun was always a devotee. Arjun was always doing a good deed. And Arjun was doing a lot of, like, you know, he was following the master, basically, or he was walking in the footprint of master. So that is the reason Arjun was able to see the Vishwarup Darshan, and others did look at the Vishwarup Darshan, but it did not change their destiny. On the other hand, Arjun's destiny was changed. Arjun was enlightened. Arjun became one with Krishna, not Bhishma. Bhishma had to, you know, pay for all the sins. He had to go through the Sanya, that Ban Sanya. And Duryodhan himself was his seeds itself, meaning seeds as in, I'm not talking about the biological seeds or physical seeds, I'm talking about the mentality seeds, was already corrupted. He was completely corrupted. So he needed to really looked into it. He really had to take birth after birth after birth in order to um, get enlightened. So this is what Baba has explained it to me. And when I asked, so it is like, it is like the when, so Lord's mercy. So when in the Gnaneshwari, I'm sorry, I don't have the page right now with me, but it is in Gnaneshwari where Bhagwan says that my light is equal in each and every one of us. But it is the matter of one's realization. Another way to look at this is Om is a one sound. Om is a one sound there. And yes, Rekhaji, will answer. You can ask a question, but give me one moment, or otherwise I'll forget this thought.
Yeah, that's why I don't interrupt your flow.
नहीं, ठीक है. So so Baba said, okay, so when he was explaining, he said Om is one sound, correct? However, the instruments, every sound we know is a vibration of Om. But then why, when we actually play an instrument, the sounds come differently? So Baba said, according to that, is because it is the instruments. How did he explain? He said it's the instrument itself. So if I play tabla, that sound will be different than when I play flute. However, the sound are soothing. The sound is good. So the point that I'm trying to explain to all of you is that what Baba explained to me is each and every one of us have only one light, his light. For me, you are all Sai Swarupa. You are here, we are all on this platform together. There is no one who is higher than any other, or no one has any other authorities. We're all on a same plane. That's what his message was. And I really liked that message. And that is the reason I shared the message with you all. That this was a year back when I asked this question about the Gnaneshwari. Now, yes, Rekhaji, go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yeah, I mean, that is if it's okay. Otherwise, we can wait like till the end, no problem. Because, whenever I read, like even in the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says that in the Pandavas, I'm Arjuna, right?
Yes.
So then I also had the same question that why is it Arjuna, why isn't it Yudhishthir? Because Yudhishthir is supposed to be the guy who sort of, knows all the dharma and all. But he says in Pandavas, I'm Arjuna. So
yes,
it was very nice to finally get an answer to the question.
Yes, Baba is,
Thank you.
his Leela is amazing, of course, yes. Yudhishthir, see, we live in a Kali-yuga. So this is my perspective. This is my perspective that when Krishna actually came in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna's main goal, according to all the literatures that I've read and all whatever I've seen, the main goal was to change everyone's mentality. They had this weird mentality that when I give like a vachan, it's like a Bhishma Pratigya, and the Dut Kriya, where he said, oh, I have given the promise, so he promised to put Draupadi's life in jeopardy. Is that a good promise? Even if Yudhishthir was a dharmatma, for a dharmatma, this is not a correct choice. So this is the reason Krishna actually says to Arjun that, you know, you need to understand that if you see, dharma changes with
Correct.
the
With
time,
the situation.
with the time, with the situation. You cannot hold one dharma and be like, okay, you know, oh, because this is what my dharma says, I have to do this, you know. Doesn't matter. If your dharma asks you to do something else,
Yeah.
you do it accordingly. And
Yeah.
because we are living in Kali Yuga, the best practice is to be in the surrender of a guru. And Sai is the ultimate guru that I found. And I'm, you know, this is in 2004 or 2002, I want to say. One day,
Mhm.
I was sitting at my desk and I was looking at Shivji. And I started talking to him. And I said, you know, Shivji, I mean, everybody has a guru. At that time, I did not have any guru. So I will actually share my story, how Baba came in my life. So Baba, you know, I said to Shivji, I said, Shivji, everybody has guru, you know, and you are the ultimate guru. Why don't you, you know, accept me as your shishya? Why don't you accept me as your, you know, in your lotus feet? That was in 2002. 2004, I want to say. This is what happened, how Baba came in my life. My precious moments that I cannot forget. I visited my cousins. Actually, I visited my Masi, my Varsa Masi's home in Ahmedabad. And my cousin, Satwanti, she was actually doing the 9 Guruvar Udyapan. So 9 Thursdays Udyapan. And I had no clue who Sai Baba was at that time. No idea whatsoever. I just heard that bhajan. Shirdi wale Sai Baba. That's it.
That's it.
Nobody, that's all I had. An idea, no idea whatsoever who Baba is. So I I went and I was sitting in the room where the Udyapan was about to begin. So there was nobody but Baba and me in the room. And I was just looking at Baba. And you know, like a magnet, he pulled me completely. He pulled me so much. I mean, I felt that pull. The body, the mind, everything. Like, you know, I felt that. The first thing when my cousin Satwanti came out, the first thing that came out of my mouth was this. Can I do the sthapana if you don't mind, Satwanti? She said, of course, Didi, go ahead. So I did the sthapana and then I came back to US. So when I came, this was my visit to India. So I came back to US and then I started just, you know, I'm like, I told my parents, I'm like, you know what? I also want to perform the 9 Guruvar Vrat. And so from there on, Baba, you know, just came in my life. I started feeling him. I started feeling his presence. I always feel that, you know, he's putting his blessing hands on my head. Um, like I remember this was in 2004 or 2005 where I was sitting and all of a sudden I felt I was little up, I don't know, but it was, I think I was a little distressed or I don't know what was I thinking, but all of a sudden I felt this hand on my head. Like, you know how a mother like puts her head or her hand on the little child's head, and I felt that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, and then, you know, many leelas and many miracles started happening in my life. And then I finally, you know, Baba, I heard his message and I heard, I started understanding his signs, what he was saying, and how I'm now, you know, we're going to go more forward back completely to 2020, how the Swaj group came. Baba also, you know, in March of 2019, he asked us to open the Rudram, which we have, many of you also are participant of Rudram. And this was also from Baba itself. And so Baba said that it was, so how did that happen? Yes, it was in March. And I heard about this COVID-19. And because in California, it was like, we all know that California was hit very hard at that time. And unfortunately, the situation has not changed yet. So what happened was I was like, you know, I was worried. And obviously, it's not my feelings or it's not my bhavana. It is all science bhavana. I mean, otherwise this, you know, I'm made of this mitti, you know, I don't think so I would be able to understand this much. But the thing is that since I have, you know, I had accepted my surrender to Baba, and I should say Baba had accepted me, this beautiful noble thought came that, Baba, I cannot sit like this. I need to do something. I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit like this. You know, we have to do something, Baba. So for 4 hours, so from, I want to say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., I was looking on the net for different things to see, you know, if I in Vedanta say something where we can actually help others, help the humanity to, you know, get rid of this problem. And at 11 o'clock on my screen, I see a number automatically. 6:23, I want to say, or I don't know, I wrote it down somewhere, but either 6:23 or 6:25, 11 a.m. exactly. So I looked into our Sai, you know, where we ask questions. And I asked the question, and Baba said, don't start new one. Focus on the old one. So in the sense, don't, oh yes, what he said was, don't go after new things. Only follow the old ones, old things. So I said, what Baba is saying? I'm not understanding. Baba saying, I'm like, Baba, old thing as in, okay, so old practice basically. So I'm like, I understand what you're saying, old practice. In the old practice, I do your Sai chanting, I do your Mahaparayan. I'm also part of Mahaparayan. So I'm like, are you talking about Mahaparayan? I'm like, Mahaparayan is already, you know, Pooja ji is doing, Raj Lakshmi ji is doing it. I'm like, you know, they are doing it so great job. I mean, you know, and I'm blessed to be part of it. So I said that, but I'm like, Baba, then Baba's like, listen, don't say anything. He said, you're not listening to me, what I'm saying. So I said, okay. He's like, learn to listen. I'm like, okay. So I said, okay, Baba, tell me. Then he said, what do you do every day? There is one more thing that you do every day. And I said, I'm like, uh-oh, you're right. I do Rudram. I do everyday Rudram. So he's like, yes, teach Rudram to everyone and ask them to join. And I said, Baba, but this is America, you know, I mean, everybody, and I mean, I myself don't know, you know, Sanskrit, and I don't know how to read Sanskrit. He said, you know, he gave me an idea through one of the message. He said, reading the Navda Bhakti. He said either read, write, or chant. So I said, okay. So with his blessing and his permission, what we did was we said, okay, we're going to have Rudram. So we have US Rudram, and then we have US chant Rudram, and we also have India chant Rudram. And we have many people who have joined from that, and many are daily doing it with the along with everything. I think about 700 people daily chant Rudram. And actually, let me take that back. Daily listen to Rudram. So, and they play the Rudram in their home. So now I said, okay, Rudram, now which Rudram do you want? So he showed me Satya Sai Baba's Rudram, where there are 15,000 people chanting at one time. And everyone, there is American, Indians, African, Chinese, Asians, you name them. And there are elderly people, there are kids, there are the ladies, gents, kids, everybody. So I said, okay, so I understood this part that Baba wants union of everyone. And so I said, okay, Baba. And then, as the group started, he started guiding me more and more on how to handle the group, how to, if people can't chant at time, then ask them. And we were like, um, uh, yes, Madhuji, sorry, I will tell you. Rudram is Shiva's hymns. And this Shiva's hymn is a Rigved hymns. It is a Rigved hymns. It's a chanting of Shiva. So it is Namakam and Chamakam. I'm sorry, I should have actually explained what Rudram is. Yes. So Rudram is Chamakam and Namakam. So the first part is Namakam. So Namakam is we're doing Namaskar to Shiva. Chamakam is you're asking for all the things. Now, the science behind this, I found out just, I want to say in September, not September, in August. One of my uncle, the neighbor, was asking me that, Mittal, do you have Rudram in Gujarati? So this is Baba's Leela. He's also Sai devotee. So I said, okay, uncle, let me find out for you. I will look for it. So I was looking for Rudram on the Google. I thought maybe if I can find it, I will go ahead and find it and send it to him. But Sai's Leelas are Sai's Leela. What I found was the scientific meaning behind Rudram. So what I will send it to each and every one of you. I will send it to you what I found, and I've shared with many of the group. But if people didn't get it, I will share it again. So Rudram, believe it or not, science has proved Namakam and Namakam and Chamakam while chanting or even listening can change your DNA. Now, what does this mean? What it doesn't matter, whatever, it's like DNA is changed. Whoa, so big deal? No. What it means, it removes all the mud, all the dirt, all our bad sanskars from us. Namakam does that. Namakam is hold on, I have it here. So okay. So Namakam, what it does is, Namakam, basically it's like taking a cleanse bath. When you're telling Shiva, while saying, each and every, in the Rudram, in the Namakam, it says, while chanting this Anuvak, it's like, how we have a, like in the poem, we have a first stanza, second stanza. This Rudram, or the Namakam and Chamakam, it is called Anuvak. Anuvak 1, Anuvak 2, there are 11 Anuvak in Namakam. So what Namakam does, it cleans you. It cleans you totally. And what Chamakam does, it makes you think. It actually not only think, I would say it promotes you in a way to perform an action that is accordance with Shiva or accordance with your Guru. So many people emailed me and they have told me about this, that like, you know, their financial problem improves, their marital problem improves, their many problems were improving. So, and um, I also had one of the devotee. They had a issue with COVID-19. So um, COVID-19. So when I asked them to, you know, chant this, they chanted. Furthermore, Baba asked me, and this is, I'm going to tell you where I learned all this also. Baba comes in different sources. So one time I want to say last year, you know how he actually like, how when we need to do the preparation actually is done prior. So I didn't understand why he was actually giving me all this preparation, but there must be a reason, and I don't know his reasons, but now I think I'm understanding that he wanted to share this message with a bigger group of people on a larger scale. And this is what his message is. So he said water has there's a study shown. A Japanese doctor, Dr. I forget the name. I apologize. But there is a Japanese doctor. I can send that information to also. And that doctor found out that water listens to you. Water can hear you. See, that is why in our Vedant says when you're eating, while you're eating, do not talk. Why? Because the water cup that's along next to you, it listens to your feelings. So this doctor, what he did a scientific he did a scientific experiment where he said to water, I hate you. And on the other one, he said, I love you. So on this two, and he put it to both of them overnight. And the results were remarkable. What he found out was the water where he actually cursed it, I hate you, was all the, when he actually looked through the microscope, he said that the water molecules and everything became very, very blackish and everything. Whereas where he said, I love you, the molecules were crystal-like and they had a shape of a star, or they were in a shape of a star. So now, oh, excellent, Joshna ji. Oh, wow, she is, oh my God, that is wonderful. She understands the concept. Okay, we will ask you to share this, but let me finish this one, Joshna ji. And please, oh my God, this is wonderful. Oh, yes, thank you, Baba. Okay, now, so where was I? Yes, so I would, the water listens to you. So now we are 70% of water. Our body is made of 70% of water. Now, our mind, whenever, so now listen, when this is the reason Baba says to have good thoughts. This is the reason Baba says to, to cultivate good sanskar. Because we're made of 70% of water, and if 70% of water is all muddy, all malice, your thoughts, your sanskar, your mindset, everything will be disturbed. You will be always in depression. You will always think about negative things. You will always think about, how others sees you. You will never know your true self. But when the water is 70% of our water is purified through satsang, through Sai Seva, through Navda Bhakti, through through doing charity, doing humanity, seva, doing, Mata Pita's seva, everything. when that everything, that is the reason we say that, many people say that the satsang should be only done in when you're 60 years old. I read a very beautiful quote which I really loved, that, a flower, we actually give the fresh flower to Lord. We are all flowers. When we are wrinkled up, when our mind doesn't work, when our body doesn't work, we're going to go at that time to his sharan. Why not start from beginning? So, and obviously it is his grace. Obviously his grace is very necessary. We need to understand that, nobody can go to him unless he wants. Now that is his wish. It's again, it's like, it's home. It's like this. Nobody can come to your home unless you want to, right? You're not going to invite someone if you know that person does not belong here. You're not going to invite someone who knows that can, has a bad reputation. You're not going to invite someone that has a bad sanskar, or someone who is daily drinking or smoking, that could have a very bad influence on your kids. Are you? No, we're not going to invite anybody like that. Same thing with Baba. Baba invites only to those who thinks are ready for it. We are all in science school, if you would. So we are all in science school, and we're sitting, and Baba is the one who is giving us all the guidance and everything. So one person in Singapore will receive the same guidance as one in Africa, because we're on same platform. When you actually hear, I've heard from Mamta ji, from I have another Sai Bhakt, she also said the same thing. When you hear similar leelas happening to different people at the same time, understand that they are on the same platform. So I had this, so the Rudram, I'm going back to Rudram. So this is what Baba actually had us do in March. And we opened Rudram for all the devotees. So we opened for USA chant Rudram, India chant Rudram. That was obviously Sai's Leela. Then I'd like to share one more miracle that has happened. There are many, and see, honestly speaking, from Thursday till today, I was telling Baba, you have not told me anything yet. I don't know what to, talk about. This is my first time doing this. You're the one who have to speak. So I was in the temple, my home, my temple there. And I was sitting, and I was just chanting, and I was worried. I'm like, I have so many, I don't know which Swarupa you're going to come to me, Baba. There are 54 members, and for me, all are Sai Swarupa. And I am I'm not capable of, giving preachings and lectures and all that, but I'm doing it, because you're telling me to, but you need to help me. So here's what happened today, this morning. I was sitting and I was praying, and I looked, I all of a sudden, I was about to close my eyes and pray again. Saraswati Mata's flower fell. So I said, oh Ma, thank you so much. So I said, okay Ma, you sit on my jiba, and we're going to praise Baba, because I don't know anything. I am Baba's, Baba's Charan Kamar's dhools, just a little boond, nothing else. And how can I praise the one who is beyond the praise? I mean, you need to help me. There is one bhajan in Gujarati that I'll just explain in English. That it says that, if we take a ocean as a sahi, so as a ink, and Brahma starts writing it. Even at that time, Lords, our Bhagwan, our Guru's our Guru's attributes, we cannot comprehend. We're not going to understand. We're not going to understand his Leelas. So this is my humble request. I apologize to all of you if I didn't explain what Baba's message clearly, and I am really thankful to each and every one of you to be very patient with me and to listen me out. So now I'm going to ask Joshna ji to tell us a little bit about DNA expression. Joshna ji, are you there? Okay. All right. Maybe not. Okay. All right. So anyone? Oh. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to unmute.
Okay, now I'm unmuted. Thank you. Thank you so much. Om Sai Ram. What a beautiful satsang. I so appreciate being invited. I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to say that, I'm a PhD molecular biologist, and my background is molecular oncology, but I studied a lot of gene expression. Currently, I'm Vice President of Research and Development for Roche Tissue Diagnostics, and work in the area of oncology. But you mentioned that satsang and manan and the chanting of the mantras can alter our DNA, and it is something that's very profound, and I truly believe in that. So DNA expression is regulated by a number of complex mechanisms, which will be too complex to explain in this forum. There are things like methylation, there are things like regulatory proteins that allow certain genes to express normally, and then under certain conditions, genes that don't normally get expressed, get expressed. So our meditative state and being in a certain dimension through meditation and calming of the mind and breathing, and that's why our Rishi Munis emphasize so much on pranayam and breathing and letting the mind rest through meditation when you're not in the conscious phase, but in that super conscious phase, that allows expression of certain genes. And that is the reason why healing could occur. And that's the reason when a siddha, when they touched our head or blessed us even from a distance, that energy transmission that occurs puts us in that state of healing, and very incurable things get cured. And we say, what happened? And some people say it's the placebo effect. Yes, it is the placebo effect. But what is placebo? Placebo is when in your heart you believe, I will get healed. This will happen. I have faith in Baba, right? And then impossible things start to happen. It's because now through surrender, through meditation, we have allowed that divine healing to enter. And we have let go of our conscious and subconscious biases and sanskars, and that divine healing allows the DNA to unfold, to allow certain genes to express. We have all the healing inside, right? And Rishi Munis could live for so many years. Why? Why age didn't affect them? Because the phenomena is called epigenetics. So they can alter, they could alter how things expressed, and DNA controls everything, as we know. So with that, I'll stop. And it'll get very complex if I go into complex mechanisms, but that is in general what it is. Let me know if there are any questions.
I had one question. So
Mhm.
when we say that there is an effect, do you mean it is due to the emotions, or is it due to, something else that makes the change and allows the genes to express?
Great question. Really, really good question. Emotions are so fundamental. I mean, just think of it. If you think of delicious food, what happens? Suddenly we have saliva in our mouth, right? Just thinking about it. Just
Uh-huh.
imagine, right? There
Right.
is an expression of that saliva. Suddenly, your body starts to produce something. A mother who's lactating sees her child and suddenly she starts giving milk to the child, right?
Mhm.
So we are stressed. Suddenly our stomach starts to hurt, right? So all those emotions really matter, and in fact, those emotions will do deeper expression, and people through certain faith and continuing that faith can actually alter, forever the way their body behaves. Yes, and pains get cured. Emotions have such a big effect, and especially arthritis and a lot of arthritic and autoimmune
Mhm.
diseases are directly psychosomatic or linked to emotions.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Is the satsang ended?
Yeah, even I'm not hearing anything. I don't know what happened.
Shankar Narayan sir, you'll have to unmute yourself. Nothing is heard.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry. I totally, I think I unmuted. I mean, I was muting everyone, and I think I muted myself also on that. I'm sorry. Okay. Where were we? Yes. So yes. So this is where where she said about where Joshna ji actually explained about how DNA affects. The DNA affects, she says that it affects because of your power, of your willpower. So if you have a willpower, and if you say, this is actually proven even in science, they did a lot of studies. This is in China. In China, what happened was, hold on, I'm going to mute. Okay. So in China, there was a study done, and I think I want to say, I will correctly say, but it was from 1980 to 1989, somewhere there. And the study was on the findings. So this person, his name is Green, Mr. Green, he was doing a research on bibliotic terms. And he wanted to see, so he himself says, and he actually confesses that many of those bibliotic terms were changed. So there was a term of I want to say, it's like where we say, ask and you shall be given. Those one was changed. If you look at, and then so in Buddhism, so where it's in China, so it's a Buddhism. So what they did is there was a cancer patient, and she had a little, I think it was in a stomach, and when it was in her stomach, and she was so the doctor, what experiment is, this is what the doctor actually went through. So the doctor was saying to her to repeat only this, that I am well, I have no cancer, I have recovered, I have recovered. So this is what the doctor was asking the patient to do. And there was another lady sitting right outside doing mala. She was doing rosary, and she was doing mala jap, and the mala jap that she was doing also was Buddha. So she was doing, first she was praying to the master, and then she was asking master to assist. And in half an hour, then there was another there was a doctor who was actually monitoring what was going on in her stomach. So, and I will share that video with you all. I have that video. I will share that video. You will see, it shows, I mean, to our naked eyes can see it, that the cancer cell actually scrints down, and in half an hour or an hour it disappears. And it was all on willpower, but the willpower had to be so strong. I mean, the patient had to be very strong, meaning the patient had to think that it's been given. I have no problem. Meaning, this is what our Rudram is teaching us, the same thing. The Rudram does the same thing. So the beauty of Rudram that I'm saying is, even if you don't chant every day, if you just listen to it, it will change your mentality. I can guarantee you that. Just listen to Rudram, you will feel positive energy in your home. You will feel something divine. We have daily, so as I was telling you that how Baba guided, because I said, Baba, we are only like 200 people, but we're chanting 200 people, we're just 200 people, and this is like entire USA, entire India. How is that going to happen? So what he suggested, he said, play in multiple devices at once, because voice has a lot of vibration, and the sound is, you know, the sound has a power. So in Patapardi, the Satya Sai Baba's where I use that video for the chanting and everything and listening for Rudram, they did a research. NASA gave them the highest frequency recorded award in the universe, or in the universe. So, for example, if you are, they were doing it in the hall, the 15,000 people were doing it in the hall. So the hall's energy was same as the entire village's energy, where they were doing with the entire city's energy. And they said that they have never, I will send that video as well, I've shared it with everybody, but I will share again, that they have never experienced this until today, and we have the record. So Bhagwan's Nam Jap has so much power. And as I told you, I have many devotees telling and coming and telling me that, you know, their problems are being solved. They don't know what's going on, you know, but, you know, their mentality is changing. They don't feel depressed. They don't feel a lot of stress, even though, you know, there's so many things, the problem may be there, but they're not feeling the problem. And I told them, it is because of you're playing the Rudram in your home. So what happens is not only you're benefiting, your children are benefiting, especially of you. You know, I would like to really stress this on our USA parents, that our kids, our generation over here, they might, I mean, you know, there are many, I'm not going to say, there are many parents whose kids can chant Vishnu Sahasra like I can't chant. They can chant like the Sanskrit slok that I can't chant. But their parents whose kids may not be involved in our tradition, this is one of the way they can. Just play it. Play it in your homes and see the miracles. That's what I have actually noticed. And my little niece, my 9 years niece, she even, you know, when I started playing, she would also start singing the Rudram. And the beauty about the kids is that they will catch up a lot of things right away. They will catch things right away. And there's a study, and Dr. Dwayne, I want to say his name is, he did a study. And what the study was is that, and I'm pretty sure many doctors who are here knows already this, and please, you know, correct me if anything, or add more comments to it. So what I want to say is that kids' consciousness power. You know how we say that, how we first mentioned about the feeling, right? Now the feeling is important as much as your consciousness. You need to be conscious in order to feel something. If I am like, you know, if I pass out just right now, and I don't know, a snake or something is going to roll on my body, I'm not going to feel that. Why? Yes, my subconscious mind will, but not my conscious brain. It will not. Why? Because I'm not conscious. I'm not alert. So alertness is very important. So what this doctor said, he's again, I will share all this evidence as well. I mean, those, whatever I know, I will share. So the doctor did a research, and he said this, and in his research, he used a bibliotic and Vedantic style, and also science. So he used all three. You will hear all three in his words. He might not say it because of maybe, you know, religious purposes, or I don't know, but you will hear it. You will hear the Vedant. You will hear the Bible bibliotic style, and you will hear the science. The science, he definitely says it. So what he said was the following. He said, from the birth till age 7, whatever, however you treat your child is going to stay with that forever. So for example, if a child is neglected in his childhood and he's not cared enough, when an opportunity comes when he is a teenager, he will neglect that opportunity because that's been happening to him. He has experienced that. So that's what's going to happen. He will not have a positive mindset. So this is what I want to say. And so this is what, if you look at, I've shared that also with our, when I said the yoga, you know, why yoga is important in our life and why it is important for parents to know what to say to their kids. If you scold the child, it is not wrong. It is not wrong to discipline them, but it is wrong to use negative words with them. Remember, if you use negative vocabularies with your child right now, the child will carry that until his death time. So now let's say a child, we're going to take an example of a child who maybe has suffered abusive behavior in the child past. Let's say that child until age, when he was born to until age 7, this child is abused. This child is been neglected and, you know, has been in an environment where it's a very negative environment. What do you think the outcome will be for that child? That outcome will be that the child will either do two things. The child will move away from that environment if he or she has a previous good deeds, previous good karmas, previous good sanskar. That sanskar will pull him or her to perform good deeds. But let's say if that child doesn't have that, then the child will sink in that negativeness. Depression will become a huge problem. Before COVID-19, there was an article that I read that the 2020s highest, the most killing factor will be depression. Believe it or not. Depression, why? Because everybody, depression is causing a lot of problems. And why a person goes into depression? There are many reasons. There's not one reason. And you can name it. Could be relationship, could be behavior, could be not getting what they want, could be not understanding the concept, not knowing your own self, not doing good deeds, not having a positive outset, not having a positive mindset. There are many of it. How can you change this all? Is there a way? Let's say, if that child is this, can you change it? Yes, of course you can change it. And how can you change it? You can change it through, there is alpha, beta, and theta. These three are our consciousness. I'm going to make it I'm not going to go into all that because honestly speaking, sometimes I don't understand. So anyway, but I'm going to tell you what I do. So what I usually do is, okay, the doctor said this, that there is all this, wavelengths. This is our wavelengths of our mind, our consciousness, and this is what it does to us. So while there's two area, either while you're going to sleep or the time you're waking up, those two time, your consciousness, your subconsciousness mind is very powerful. Why subconsciousness mind? Why not conscious mind? Subconsciousness mind is like a disc. that you put in your, it's like a record that will play entire day, the whole day. Whatever you have put in your subconscious mind, that is what you're going to see. Subconscious mind's job is to make whatever you're thinking a reality. That is why we say, think wisely. Don't think negative stuff, nor for yourself, nor for others. Why? Because you're sending the signals to the universe that this is what you want. And if I want this, how can, if I say, okay, you know what, I want mango, I want mango, I want mango. The universe not going to give me grapes, it's going to give me mango. So this is what it is. So, okay, going back to how we can change the consciousness and subconsciousness. How can you change subconsciousness to the science? Is while you're going to bed, while you're going to bed, you're going to think about good things. Nothing, no tension, no, nothing about, and you know what I do usually while I go to bed is I go to Shirdi mentally. And this is what my papa has taught me. My dad teaches me this, that I go there mentally in Shirdi, and I do Baba's Charan Paduka. So then I would do the Charan Paduka. I would do his, basically I would do Navda Bhakti with Sai. Then at that time, after doing Bhakti and everything, what happens is your frequency is now at a higher level. So when your frequency at a higher level and you are in your subconscious mind, at that time, think about what you want to accomplish. So when I'm going with Baba, and when I am at the Shirdi mentally, when I'm mentally in Shirdi, when I'm saying everything to Baba, what I usually do is I will ask for guidance. I will, materialistic stuff, I do ask. It's not that I don't ask, and it's not wrong to ask, because who are we going to ask? We need to ask our parents. If it's not good for us, they will tell us. Because, Baba has power to tell us, but it is, if I don't say it, Baba can't, Baba will not be, I'm not saying Baba doesn't know, but it is Baba already knows, but also he likes it. He loves to communicate with us. And you know why? Because, and he says this in Satcharitra also. And also many other, his site, there's many others where he says this, that, but what Baba says is, I give you what you want. I'm going to give you whatever you want. So you will ask what I want to give you. And that is the knowledge to know our own self. The knowledge to know that we are his Swarupa. We are nothing but his Swarupa. So this is what I do. This is a technique to manifest what you want in your life, is while you wake up or while you go to bed. I do it twice if you want to. If you want to do something good, let's say, I have an exam coming up in a few weeks. The first thing what I do while going to bed is I would go to Shirdi, as I told you, and I sit in front of Baba and say, you know what? Thank you, Baba. I passed my exam. Thank you. It's your blessings. Thank you for all the blessings, Baba. I passed the exams. Or you can say, thank you, Baba. My project was accomplished. Or you could say, thank you, Baba. I got the job. Doesn't matter if you have it or not. You're going to manifest that you have it. Trust me, in 6 months, it will happen. But you need to have a full faith in it. And Baba says, if you ask me, I will give it to you. He says that. He always says, even in chapter 15, Baba says, okay, you want to, if you need something, ask me and I shall give it to you. So we're going to ask Baba also to give us this. So, let's end the satsang here for today. We're going to do a practice. So when we do a next week satsang, let's hold on. Let me unmute everybody. Yeah, you can unmute yourself now and tell me if you guys like this timing. If everyone is okay with this time. USA devotees, India devotees, everybody okay, Africa devotees, everyone okay with this timing? Singapore devotees?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic. God bless you. Om Sai Ram. Oh my God. It's amazing. Jai Sai Ram. Sai Ram. Thank you. Thank you.
Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Sai Ram.
Jai Sai
Jai
Ram.
Sai Ram.
Om
Jai
Sai
Sai Ram.
Ram.
May
Om
Saima bless
Sai
us all.
Ram.
Sai Ram.
Yes.
Sai
God
Ram.
bless and
Sai
Very
God
nice. It was very nice. Very nice to conduct such a wonderful Sai Satsang.
Baba be with us,
Good
everyone.
satsang. I
Everyone.
like this.
God
Beautiful,
blessed
beautiful
America.
satsang.
God, Baba
Sai
is
Baba
watching.
blessed America. America won the Biden.
Yes,
That's
the Biden.
Woo!
Yeah, Biden and
Sai
Baba bless
Baba did
Biden.
it.
Yes,
Biden,
Sai
Baba,
Baba did
Baba,
it.
Baba is Baba.
Baba did it. Baba did it. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Baba.
and then
Yes.
Peace for the humanity,
yeah,
entire humanity, peace.
yeah.
Like
And,
the
Good happen
and
Satsang.
in
Sai Baba
2020.
bless him
Yeah,
also.
that.
You know,
Yeah, him
bless him
also.
also. You know,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's a great
Trump
news for
also. He
2020.
has to
Thank
be
you,
in
Baba.
peace also. Trump
Yeah,
also. He has to be in peace
yeah.
also.
Trump also. Everybody. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
like
And
yeah.
I
No, we
really
have to love
enjoyed
everybody.
it.
Let's do
I'm Vanajan from New Jersey.
Sai chanting for
Yes.
all the world peace, and for everybody, all my
Yeah.
all the devotees who are here. We will do this also. Like at the end, if we have a special prayer request, we're going to take that request and then we're going to chant for them. So because we all know that it is going to be like Baba knows. I mean, we know that the chanting done unselfishly goes beyond the word.
Yes.
Loka samasta sukino
Sukhino
bhavantu.
bhavantu. Yes.
Bhavantu.
Loka
Done.
samasta sukino
Namaskar.
bhavantu.
Yes. Yes, I will share, Sangeeta ji. I will share the
Bhavan.
Rudram very soon. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
For
And
me too. For me
I
too.
will add you in the group also,
Yeah.
Ma. And yes, let's see. Let's see here. The key points, to summarize key points. Ma, honestly speaking, I don't know. It just comes randomly. So I have recorded this. So I will share the audio with you all. But I just, as I told you, I was asking Baba that, Baba, I don't know what to share. I have no idea. You're putting me on spot, but I don't know. So he had really he told me. He said, you know what? You don't need to worry about it. It is
Because Baba
my
speaks
satsang.
through you.
And he said, you're just an instrument. And I said, Baba, thank you. I'm
Exactly.
blessed to be an instrument, but you need to
Yeah.
guide me.
He's
Otherwise,
speaking through you. Mhm.
But excuse me, where will you share it? Where are you going to share it?
should I share? I don't know. That's a good question, Ma.
Can you make a Sai Satsang WhatsApp group of all these numbers?
That is a good idea. Okay. Any other suggestion how we should share the audio on the because I've recorded, what happened was one of the devotee, he specifically said that he wants to join the satsang, but he can't, he's working. So I told him, brother, don't worry, I'll record it.
Yeah.
So now,
Mom, create one group and share in that group, mom, audio.
okay, I'll do that. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a wonderful idea, in fact.
Which one? The one you
Yes, we are
shared the link
yeah,
with?
we're going to just do
WhatsApp is
the
the
same
best
thing.
option.
Our Dwarka Mai. So it's Yo Sai Dwarka Maori Satsang. The name, the group name will come as Yo Sai Dwarka Maori Satsang, and I will add each and every one of you who are here in the group.
Do I have to
Great.
share our
That would be
contact
great.
numbers
Thank
in
you
this
very much.
chat?
That
Thanks.
would be good also, Ma. Thank you. That will make my life easier. Yes, please do that.
Yeah, sure.
So just go ahead and put your name and the phone number. Name and the phone number. So we'll just, add you in the our Dwarka Maori Satsang.
Oh, I didn't get it.
So
Where to
what
add?
so see, look how they're doing. See, she's putting, Swapna ji had put the number, Meenu ji has put the number. So, and
How to put?
and a request, if it's like, if it's from England, or if it's from Africa or anywhere, make sure you put the plus sign and everything, so I know which one to add.
So that no one will miss the group with the proper code.
Haji?
With the proper code, no one will miss the group.
Yes, absolutely. Then nobody will miss the group. Yes. And
Yeah, no, but I still cannot understand. Where can I put?
In the chat.
Okay.
Just
See,
click
where
on.
is? Yeah, I can tell you. See, on your screen, you'll see something that says more. You click on the more, and then you'll find something that says chat. You click on chat, and then you can type your name there.
We don't know your name. Can you please
Or when you
I'm
see
Rekha.
somebody is putting, you can just click on that. Somebody is putting the note, like somebody is writing their name. Click on that, it will go to the chat. See now somebody, Suresh, you click on that. Then you can enter your name.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
So that way, this is good. Thank you so much. And then we have to, okay, so I will share, what I'll do though, I'll share the recording also in the hour, when I add everybody, I'll share the recording over there too. So maybe who actually missed some of the points there, they can actually review it. Yes, of course. I'll share
so
Rudram.
much.
I'll share Rudram, Snehaji. Absolutely. I will share the Rudram. So first, before sending the Rudram, thank you, Suresh ji. Yes, thank you for participating. Thank you very much. We will definitely, I will share the Rudram for each and every one of you. Yes, and then I'll share the meaning behind the Rudram and the scientific DNA changing data as well. Yes, Ma, I'm feeling blessed too. Did you guys notice? Zoom actually cuts off at 40 minutes. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Yes.
Om Sai Ram.
Yes. Yes, this happened last week also. You can ask Lakshmi Arun ji can actually tell you that this happened. Subhaji can tell you. We were all like, oh my God. Oh my God. See? It's going on and on still. I told you this happened. I mean, Baba, he's the one. He's the one who's controlling everything. He says that, it's 2 hours and 5 minutes of satsang. Wow. Wow, Baba. Amazing. See? You got a oh, Lakshmi Arunji got a message. I got a message again today when we started the Zoom meeting that today's meeting has no limit. Oh my God. Trust me, this is my this is my second time after doing this, but second time, and as you could see, I'm no pro in Zoom, but it is Baba. He's doing it. So I guess I'll start adding everybody.
Okay, Om Sai Ram. This is it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
We
Yeah.
will meet next week, same time, and I will share the link in our
And what's your name? What's your name?
Mittal. Mittal.
Mittal. Okay, Mittal. Nice. Very nice, Mittal. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bye bye.
Very
Thank you.
nice.
Bye
We
bye. God
really
bless
enjoyed.
everyone. God bless everyone.
Yes, thank you, Ma. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Mittal ji. It was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sunita ji.
Yeah, I'll talk to you sometime. I needed to share some things that was common.
Oh, oh yeah, Sunita ji. I remember you mentioned.
Correct.
Yes, I remember that. The day
Yes.
Sai Dwarka Maori Satsang title was
Yes.
given. That day, you also had an experience about your Sai Dwarka Maori, huh?
Yes, same. That I felt like when I saw the peacock, right? I don't know why I was just looking at it, and that exactly happened after my job completed.
Right.
When I looked at WhatsApp,
Yeah.
and it's the exact same Baba's picture that you also said that you saw that peacock on
Yes,
it.
yes,
Right?
yes.
So that was one, and also before you shared Baba's that diya where he appeared in your diya.
Yeah.
That also I have some connection where I was asking Baba about something, the prasad that you shared about the Udi packet, and I also got the same message. I don't know if it is sent to others too. Me and my friend got it too, and I was asking Baba about that, and just few minutes after that you shared Baba's picture, the image in your diya. So
Yeah.
that also there was a connection for me. So these two things happened.
Arey,
So I
wow.
wanted to share both.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
wonderful. Absolutely. This is good. Yes.
this is wonderful.
This is
So
what
many
this
things
is what I
happening.
was talking about, Sunita ji, is that when we are in a same platform, we all are going to feel his presence the same way
Mm-hmm.
one person feels. So if you feel the same way, the message
Uh-huh.
will come to me on a different angle, but the same platform.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so many things to learn, and even it's unfolding slowly.
Yeah.
Able to understand little by little.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not very easy to understand, like you said, the messages, Babas.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
hard. Mm-hmm. And the other day, also what happened was, I don't know if I'm interpreting it correctly or not, but this is my interpretation. The other day, my daughter's, the earplug, the wireless one, it just went down the drain. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking with Baba, there is something that's always there, hidden message that we don't understand. I was asking Baba, what is this? Help me to understand. Why did was it just an accident? It just fell down the drain, or are you trying to say something? You won't believe. Our old, the neighborhood group, somebody sent a message about how kids are using so much. We are all using, right, all the gadgets,
Yeah.
and how we have to be very careful about that. And that message was to stay away from using the headphone and the earphones,
Yeah.
especially.
Wow.
And you see, the previous night, this thing happened, and I was asking Baba, is there something? Are you saying something? Why did it just went down the drain? And I was actually telling her, you have to be careful. Why you shouldn't have kept it there. And see, we lost it. It's expensive like that. But that's not the thing. There is a hidden, very good message that, we have to be very careful about using these
Yes.
things that we are unaware of. So that affected one kid, and he didn't even have COVID. He was admitted, and doctor said it could be due to some kind of radiation or something, that it affected his brain.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
Amazing, Leela.
So I was telling my daughter and my kids to, not to use this thing on the ear all the time. Put the earphones all the time.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
Om Sai Ram,
Right? So
everyone.
many
I'm
things
leaving
happen.
too. Thank you so much.
I
Om
just
Sai
wanted to
Ram,
share
Om
that.
Sai Ram, Om
Om
Sai
Sai
Ram,
Ram.
Om
Om
Sai Ram.
Sai
Everyone,
Ram. Thank
Om
did
you so much.
Sai Ram.
everybody put their number?
I did mine.
Right? Okay.
Mittalji, I did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And I have
Neela ji.
most of
Yeah,
them I
Neela.
see here.
So,
And then I think I will.
I am. Oh, sorry.
Nahi, if I can't,
Om
I
Sai
will
Ram.
just send Haji, Home Sai Ram. I will go ahead and if I don't see anybody's number, then I will ask them to send it to me so we can add you to the group.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Om Sai
Thank
Ram.
you. Thank you
Om
very
Sai
much.
Ram. Thank you. Thank you
Om
very much.
Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai
Om
Ram.
Sai
Om Sai
Ram.
Ram. Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mittalji. I
Thank
had just
you.
one
Thank
question.
you, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Sunita, so is there any reason why you picked the profile picture for Swatch with the birds? Was there any
Yes.
meaning behind
Oh
that?
my God.
I've been wanting to, because it's very dear to my
Yes,
heart.
there's
And
yes,
every
the
time,
reason is obviously our Baba. And you know, the Swaj is, that means that, you know, we are in a group and we're flying together to Sai. That's what the symbol shows, that Sai is there and then there are three birds flying. I tried to put more but didn't fit. So there are three birds flying, and so as a group they're flying to meet their destination, and the destination is Sai.
okay, you won't believe, before this COVID,
Uh-huh.
I saw the plate, right? The number plate. You know how they have some messages in the thing, right? So the
Yes.
words.
Yes.
2 times I saw while coming back from work.
Yes.
Ready to fly. Ready was there, and number 2, and fly.
How?
2 times it happened. I know
Yes.
something is there
Yes.
for me, for us. I didn't understand it at
This,
time.
you know, Sunita ji, you are Mamta ji. Mamta ji tells me the same thing many times. So like, you know, when I tell her, oh, you know, Mamta ji, this happened to me. And she said, what are you talking about, Mittal ji? This happened yesterday to me. And so I then, you know, and she asked me, she's like, what's happening? I'm like, you know, I will ask Baba what's happening. But then I, you know, what Baba gave me thought is this, that if we are sitting in classroom, then what I hear is the other students is going to hear the same thing, because we're all on the same platform.
Okay. So many things. Oh my God. Baba has connected me to you, because I don't have anybody to share. I mean, I do have Sai friends, but the connection, right? I'm not able to understand something. So you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So this helps me also. So I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not interpreting myself.
No.
I
See,
need somebody to talk with me like this. So
you know, in this one, I always remember. Always remember one thing. In Ramayana, one time in Ayodhya, what happened was Mata Kaushalya, when Ram ji had done a Leela where he was not accepting Lav Kush as their kids. So Mata said that you already know, Kaushalya Mata said to Bhagwan Ram that you already know that those are your kids. Why are you not accepting them? Why do you need a praman? Why do you need a praman? Praman means why do you need a proof? So he says that, so what she explains, obviously it was Ramji's Leela, but then we know, but then what she explained was very powerful, which I actually kept it. That if you have faith, then no proof is needed. But if you don't have faith, then million proof will not satisfy you.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah.
You're right.
So have faith. That's it. That Baba is doing it. Baba is with you. And he always says that I come in different roop and different forms and different, you know, ways. And he's everywhere.
You won't believe. Yes. Even in the form of the fly, so many times. He just comes, hovers around.
Yes.
So beautiful, such beautiful experiences he gives. Just want to share this, so that's why I want some
of course.
satsang.
You know, this is the platform where we
And I
all
was yearning
Sai
for some
devotees, you know, can share. This is what we're going to do. This is why he is actually giving us this platform, and this is the reason, because I need to learn also. I'm also in the same journey as you are. So we, you know, through each
together,
one of you, I will be learning, and from you know, whatever Baba explains to me,
Yeah.
I will share, and you can learn from that.
Yeah. No, this is really good. And I was also asking
Yeah.
about the satsang.
Yeah.
We're
Huh? Hello?
I think she got cut.
Oh, she got cut off. Oh, acha, theek hai.
Yeah.
Acha.
No, I'm here actually. I just went on mute, I think.
Oh, acha, acha, theek.
Oh, so this also satsang also, right? Deep in, I mean, I was telling Baba that I want to talk about Baba, your Leelas. I want to hear about Leelas and
Yes.
see how he has made this happen. I was telling Baba, we just sing Stavana Manjari for you and that takes about 1 hour and we are done, right? And then we do Dwarka Maori Puja and we don't talk about your Leelas. So beautifully has put me in touch with you and we are all listening to Baba's Leelas and connecting like this. It is so good. This is so wonderful.
It is, ma. I'm so blessed. Seriously.
We are blessed. We are blessed.
Yeah. Because, you know,
Sai Ram, Bitia.
Sai Ram, Appa. How are you?
How are you, beta? Yeah, I'm on the way. How are you, beta?
I'm doing good, Appa.
Nice program. Very nice satsang. It's wonderful, really. Blessed to be with your part.
Thank you, Appa. Thank you.
Yes, beta.
All Baba's blessing, everybody's
Yeah,
blessing, all
yeah.
Santa's blessing, you know.
Yes, beta. Yes, ma. How are you, beta?
I'm doing good, Appa.
Yes, beta. Yes, beta. Okay, carry on, beta. Carry on.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Om Sai Ram.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to continue. Okay, we are done, I think.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good.
Yes. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and
You can end
stop I'm going to stop the recording now. Is everybody okay with that? Anybody wants to share something? They are more than
No.
welcome to.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Jayaji.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. It was beautiful. I've never attended any of such satsang. This is the first time.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
Thank you.
So it's 2 o'clock at night, but I did not want to. I just wanted to continue with you all.
Yeah, thank you, Ma. Where? 2 o'clock, where, Ma?
I'm in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, you're in Malaysia. I see.
I'm from US, but since this COVID, you know, I have been here since March. So,
Acha. Yeah.
where are you from?
USA, California.
California. Okay, I'm in New Jersey.
I see. Okay. But thank you so much, Ma, for attending the satsang, Jayaji. And then we will have this. Yes, I will share again the link for next week's satsang. And because everybody said they like this timing, so we're going to keep it.
Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Okay,
Thank
Jayaji.
you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It was nice. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, Ma. Everyone. Om Sai Ram. May Sai bless all.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Sukhino
Om Sai Ram.
bhavantu loka samasta.
Om Sai Ram.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Loka
Loka samasta. Sukhino
Loka
bhavantu.
samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Om.
No bhavantu.
Om
Thank
Sai Ram.
you. Thank you
Om
very
Sai Ram.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mittalji. I had just one question.
Yes, please.
Sunita, so is there any reason why you picked the profile picture for Swaj with the birds? Was there any
Yes.
meaning behind
Oh
that?
my God.
I've been wanting to, because it's very dear to my
Yes,
heart.
there is.
And
Yes,
every time.
the reason is obviously our Baba, and you know, the Swaj is, that means that, you know, we are in a group and we're flying together to Sai. That's what the symbol shows, that Sai is there and then there are 3 birds flying. I tried to put more but didn't fit. So there are three
Okay.
birds flying, and so as a group they're flying to meet their destination, and the destination is signed.
Okay. You won't believe, before this COVID,
Uh-huh.
I saw the plate, right? The number plate. You know how they have some messages in the thing, right? So the
Yes,
words.
yes,
2 times I saw while coming back from work,
yes.
ready to fly. Ready was there, and number 2, and fly.
How?
2 times it happened. I know
Yes,
something is there
yes.
for me, for us. I didn't understand it at
This,
time.
you
And when
know, Sunita ji, you are Mamta ji. Mamta ji tells me the same thing many times. So, like, you know, when I tell her, oh, you know, Mamta ji, this happened to me. And she said, what are you talking about, Mittal ji? This happened yesterday to me. And so I then, you know, and she
yeah,
asked me, like, she's like, what's happening? I'm like, you know, I will ask Baba what's happening. But then you know, what Baba gave me a thought
yeah,
is this, that if we are sitting in a classroom, then what I hear is the other students is going to hear the same thing, because we're all on the same platform.
okay, okay.
So
So many things. Oh my God. Baba has connected me to you because I don't have anybody to share. I mean, I do have Sai friends, but um, the connection, right? I'm not able to
yes,
understand something. So you know
yes,
what I
yes,
mean? So
absolutely.
this helps me also. So I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not interpreting myself.
No,
You
no,
know,
no,
I
no.
need
See,
somebody to
no, no,
talk
no.
with me like this. So
You know, in this one, I always remember. Always remember one thing. In Ramayana, one time, in Ayodhya, what happened was Mata Kaushalya, when Ram ji had done a leela where he was not accepting Love Kush as their kids. So Mata said that you already know. Kaushalya Mata said to Bhagwan Ram that you already know that those are your kids. Why are you not accepting them? Why do you need a praman? Why do you need a praman? Praman means why do you need a proof? So he says that, so what she explains, obviously it was Ramji's Leela, but then we know, but then what she explained was very powerful, which I actually kept it. That if you have faith, then no proof is needed. But if you don't have faith, then million proof will not satisfy you.
got it. I got
Right?
it.
Yeah.
You're right.
So have faith. That's
Yeah,
it. That
yeah.
Baba is doing it. Baba is with you. And he
Okay.
always says that I come in different roop and different forms and different, you know, ways. And he's
You
everywhere.
won't believe. Yes, yes. Even in the form of the fly, so many times. He just
Yeah.
comes hovers around.
Yes.
So beautiful, such beautiful experiences he gives. Just want to share this, so that's why I
Yes,
want
yes,
some
of course.
satsang.
You know, this is the platform where we
And I
all
was hungering
Sai
for some.
devotees, you know,
Exactly.
can share. This
Yeah,
is what we're going to do. This is why he is actually giving us this platform. And this is the reason, because I need to learn also.
correct.
I'm also in the same journey as you are. So
Uh-huh.
we, you know, through
Together.
each
Yeah.
one of you, I will be learning, and from you know, whatever Baba explains to me,
Yeah.
I will share, and you can learn from that.
Yeah. No, this is really good. And I was also asking
Yeah.
about the satsang.
Yeah.
West.
Huh? Hello?
I think she got cut.
Oh, she got cut off. Oh, acha, theek hai.
Yeah.
Acha.
No, I'm here actually. I just went on mute, I think.
Oh, acha, acha, theek.
Oh, so this also satsang also, right? Deep in, I mean, I was telling Baba that I want to talk about Baba, your Leelas. I want to hear about Leelas
Yes.
and see how he has made this happen. I was telling Baba, we just sing Stavana Manjari for you, and that takes about 1 hour, and we are done, right? And then we do Dwarka Maori Puja, and we don't talk about your Leelas. So beautifully he has put me in touch with you, and we're all listening to Baba's Leelas and connecting like this. It is so good. This is so wonderful.
It is, ma. I'm so blessed. Seriously.
We are blessed. We are blessed.
Yeah. Because, you know,
Sai Ram, Bitia.
Sai Ram, Appa. How are you?
How are you, beta? Yeah, I'm on the way. How are you, beta?
I'm doing good, Appa.
Nice program, ma. Very nice satsang. It's wonderful, really. Blessed to be with your part.
Thank you, Appa. Thank you.
Yes, beta.
All
Yes,
Baba's
beta.
blessing, everybody's
Yeah,
blessing,
yeah,
all
yeah.
Santa's blessing, you know.
Yes, beta. Yes, ma. How are you, beta?
I'm doing good, Appa.
Yes, beta. Yes, beta. Yes, beta. Okay, carry on, beta. Carry on.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Om Sai Ram.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to continue. Okay, we are done, I think.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good.
Yes. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and
You can end
stop I'm going to stop the recording now. Is everybody okay with that? Anybody wants to share something? They are more than
No.
welcome to.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Jayaji.
Thanks a lot. It was beautiful. I've never attended any of such satsang. This is the first time.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
Thank you.
So it's 2:00 at night, but I did not want to. I just wanted to continue with you all.
Yeah, thank you, Ma. Where? 2:00, where, Ma?
I'm in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, you're in Malaysia. I see.
I'm from US, but since this COVID, I have been here since March. So,
yeah.
Where are you from?
USA, California.
California. Okay, I'm in New Jersey.
I see. Okay. But thank you so much, Ma, for attending the satsang, Jayaji. And then we will have this. Yes, I will share again the link for next week's satsang. And because everybody said they like this timing, so we're going to keep it.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It was nice, very nice.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, Ma. Everyone, Om Sai Ram. May Sai bless all.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram.
Sukhino
Om Sai Ram.
Loka samasta.
Om Sai Ram.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Loka
samasta. Sukhino
Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Om
bhavantu.